beautiful truth seekers. Welcome or welcome back to Truth in Life Tarot. So in this reading, we are going to be going over what are your natural advantages. So there will be an accompanying video with this. It's going to be released at different times, but essentially there's this video about your natural advantages, and then there's going to be another one coming out about your natural disadvantages. So for this reading, we have pile number 1, the African Tarot, with this key charm. For pile 2, we have Tarot Nefertari with this leaf. For pile 3, we have Star Spinner Tarot with the Eiffel Tower. Yeah. And for pile 4, we have the Spirit Song Tarot with this little house. So I will see you guys at your pile. Bye. Hi, and welcome to the pre-shuffle. So for our first deck, we are going to use the Black Icons deck. So, pile 1. What is pile 1's natural advantages? By the way, there are going to be different oracle decks for the accompanying video. Some may cross over, but they're not going to all be the same. Pile 2. Pile 3. Okay, that was too much. That was like 5 or 6 cards. Let me see. Pile 3. Okay. And pile 4. Okay, next up we have the I Know Collections deck. Okay, pile 1. Pile 2. Pile 3. Pile 4. Okay, and we also have the I call this the purple affirmation cards. Let me show you. This is the deck it comes in. It just says affirmation cards by Purple Canyon. So let's see. For pile, let me actually give them a good shuffle first. Okay, for pile 1, what are their natural advantages? Okay, pile 2. Pile 3. Okay, that was a lot. We'll take the one that came face up. And pile 4. Oh, okay. It's still, oh, that was 4. Wow, that came face up. Okay. And last but not least, we have the Daily Affirmation Oracle deck. Do it this way. Okay, pile 1. What are your natural advantages? Pile 2. Pile 3. Pile 3 is just bound and determined to get the most cards. Okay, and pile 4. There you go. Okay, so we've got the rest for pile 4, and that concludes the pre-shuffle. I will see you guys at your pile. Bye. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the African Tarot as well as this key, then this is your reading. So, pile 1, what are your natural advantages? So I know you guys got the silver key and you got these cards with the gold edgings here. Okay. Your natural advantages, pile 1. 3 of Swords. Okay, so this is a lot of Kingdom Hearts energy. This is just random, but if you've ever played the game Kingdom Hearts or like seen anything about it, these kind of look like they belong in that story or game. So let's see. Oh, okay. So you could be good at starting something all over again. The 3 of Swords is not just about heartbreak. I know that's like kind of what it's famous for, but it's also about kind of like a state of reevaluation. Like, okay, this didn't work. It sucks that it didn't work, but you know that it's time to start again. Like, you know that there's something that needs to stop so that something else can start again. Okay, this one fell. Let's see. 5 of Wands. Yep. 5 of Cups. You guys are able to create in the sadness. You guys are able to actually do some really good work, even though you may not be your best. Or be at your best, I should say. Yeah, you got the 2 of Cups here. The Moon, and then the back of the deck energy is the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, pile 1. Your natural advantages have to do with how you move forward, like how you create after something bad has happened. So for a lot of you, it's going to be something to do with actual creativity. So you may be good at writing, art, anything involving creativity. And your natural advantage is that you can always take the bad and turn it into something good. So with the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups here, I'm really getting that you guys, like, I'm imagining that there's some sort of halt or like a standstill where you can't go forward in the way that you wanted to go forward. But since you're there, like since you're in this standstill, you just like take the opportunity to do something else. Like you're just like, well, since I'm here, I might as well get this done. Like that kind of energy. So, and it's not that whatever happened or whatever caused the standstill to happen isn't sad, and that you don't feel that it's debilitating you in some way. It's just that you have the ability to actually get work done while you're in this stage. You could also use it as an opportunity to get closer to your loved ones, to show appreciation for them. I'm getting that some of you, like, whenever something, it could be someone else or it could be yourself, but whenever there's like some sort of sadness going on, you know that, like, okay, now it's time to like give this person attention or to show this person appreciation. Yeah, with the Four of Pentacles, this kind of side of you may only come out during these circumstances, or people see it mostly during these circumstances. Because the first card out was the Three of Swords, and that talks about sadness, but it also talks about the kind of like the acknowledgement that something has ended and that you need to move on from something. And then right next to it you have the Fool, which is all about new beginnings, like a fresh mind, like a childlike mind ready for adventure. So when something bad happens, you're just like, okay, now I'm getting that quote from Harry Potter. I feel like this was only in the book. I don't remember if they said it in the movie. But it was Dumbledore, and he said something like, what is death if not just another adventure, or something like that. He was essentially saying that there's no reason to fear death because it's just another adventure. So I feel like you guys, in your own way, it might not be in such a whimsical way as Dumbledore, but I feel like in your own way, you kind of do that as well. Like that's kind of the way you act. Um, Maybe that's even like something that you like live by. Like you actually have your own way of phrasing it, and you may actually live by that. So for you, it may be more rephrased like, what is an ending, but just an entryway for another good adventure or for another adventure. Hmm. So with the moon here, well, with the moon and the Four of Pentacles, I feel like this side of you may not be seen to everyone. It could only come out when there's like someone who needs your help. But I feel like it's not something that's on display all the time. It could be something that you may have even known about this on a subconscious level, but you may not have thought of it as an advantage that you have. But yeah, this is definitely an advantage, pile one. The ability to take something terrible and still be able to move in it, to not be stuck, to not let it weigh you down. That is amazing. So don't ever downplay that about yourself at all, ever. That is amazing. So many people in this day and age would go so far if they had your ability. So let's see what your oracle cards have to add. You have, I am courageous and stand up for myself. So this is Morgan Freeman. Don't be different just for different sake. If you see it differently, function that way. Follow your own muse always. Yes. Okay, so this may be more like how you think of it or how you just operate, where it's not so much that you're different just because it's quirky or just because it's fun. Um oh, Rand, I don't know if you guys can hear this ice cream truck outside. Yeah, childlike. I feel like you guys, I don't know how old you are. I feel like it's going to be a mixed bag, but some of you have this childlike energy, like where you don't take things too seriously and you follow your own kind of true self. Like you follow that inner child where if something happens, like I don't know, like if a toy breaks, yeah, that's sad. I mean, that may have even been your favorite toy, but like there are other toys, there are other things you can play with, there are shows you can watch, there are other activities you can do. It's like it's not there's a part of you that knows that it's not the end of the world, even though it may seem really sad at the time or really distracting or really debilitating at the time. You don't take it to heart and you have the ability to just keep going forward. That's wonderful, part one. So you also have, I know that each sunrise brings an opportunity to make a different choice. I am evolving. So yeah, okay, so I love that there's a mention of sunrise. You got the moon and the sun here, and then you have the moon here as well. So Yeah, what is okay, that kind of goes off of from what I was saying before, like what is death if not just like another adventure? Because with each sunrise, which could be, it's essentially symbolism for rebirth, and the darkness for death. With each sunrise brings a new opportunity, so a new choice, a different path, a new adventure. How fun! Oh my gosh, this is great. Okay, you also have presence, and I'm gonna hold that here for a second and then bring it. I may be able to read it from here. Time? No, I can't. Time can be tricky. Staying in the moment means not lamenting about things past and not distressing about things to be. Past and future cannot be controlled. I can only control right here and right now, so take peace in surrendering to the present. Yes, that not worry energy, that I'm not going to stress about this, I'm just going to do the best I can energy. That is your advantage, pile one. Be proud of it. Be um cognizant of it. Like, make sure that you really allow yourself to use this, because I feel like some of you, it's more of a subconscious thing and you don't really pay that much attention to it, but it's like a superpower that you guys have, and you should really, really take advantage of that. So you also have physical health. I keep sacred the daily habits that make me feel good and allow my cells to vibrate at their highest potential. Yes, POW 1. Okay, you guys, now, for some of you, it's going to be more of like the way you think every day, like the way your mind works when it, comes across a situation, and I guess the kind of fail safes your mind creates. But for some of you, it's going to be like your actual physical habits, like you get up, you brush your teeth, you take out the dog, you do, like there's something, a part of that that is very, it helps you with this. It kind of helps you with this advantage you have of not taking things too seriously. So if you're a morning person, or if you just get up in the morning and you do get out in nature, that's really good for that as well. So if you, yeah, for those of you who go out in nature, that's just going to continue to help you, and then that has been helping you. So let's see, you guys also have, I know that life is only limited by my imagination. I am dreaming bigger. Yes, 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 yes. So like you guys know. So I feel like some of you, not all of you that chose this problem, some of you can be more spiritual. You believe in the law of assumption, the law of, there's another law just right on the tip of my tongue, and I just, law of, that is so strange. You know what? We're gonna go with law of assumption because that's the only one. That's the one that came up. Almost wanted to say law of affirmation, but that's fine. That's not what I was going to say. So you guys have the ability to not only not take things too seriously, but to imagine just like a better life for yourself, a better version of yourself. So if you're currently in something that's not good energy at all, you have the ability to be like, what if it wasn't like this? What if I was at peace? And it's not something harmful like trying to imagine the past, like, oh, what if I was in the past, or like, what if I changed this in the past. It's not like that. It's more so an energy of being happy about what you imagine for your future. Some of you do this every day. For some of you, that's a part of your daily habits. It's like if you meditate, or if like before you go to bed, like you script or something, like there's something that you do every day that reinforces this. And I say keep doing it, Pawan. You are amazing. All right, let's get you guys some charms. We're gonna start off with the runes as per usual. And some letters. and some charms. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. I don't actually look in here as I shuffle around to get you guys some charms. I just shuffle a few times until I feel like it's time to take out some charms. So here I go. Okay, starting out. Is it gonna focus? Nope. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so you guys have Canaz for your rune. So this is a rune about creativity, vision. It's kind of like represents like a torch, like a uh almost like a spark or like a revelation. And for your letters, you have FMT. I almost wanted to say K there as well. And you also have G and C. I had it for like half a second. I'm gonna try it this way, and if it doesn't work, just take my word for it. There it goes. Okay, for your number, you have the number 4. And let's see your charms. You have everybody loves progress. Hang on, let me try it this way. Everybody loves progress, but nobody likes change. It focused for a second there. So I was about to clear all this up, and then I realized that I hardly touched on this one, that everyone loves progress but nobody loves change message. So for this one, for you guys, I feel like this is more that people looking from outside message that I got before, like with the moon and the 4 of pentacles, where everyone like loves, like, you, people could be envying you as well, where people like the idea that you can do whatever it is that you do, and it may even look easy to them, but they have no intention of, well, some of them really don't have any intention of doing the things that you do, because it may come effortless to you, but it's actually work for them. So I just wanted to add that in there. Continue with the video. Okay, you also have this little pink car. So the cars represent movement, fast movement, and the color pink is a very childlike energy. When I see like the pinks and the yellows, it just reminds me of very youthful, childlike energy. And of course, pink is also a feminine color as well. You have the green sea glass. So the sea glass represents transformation, and the color green corresponds with the heart chakra, but it also corresponds with earth energy as well. So the heart chakra, that's water energy, and you have earth energy here as well. So I feel like for you guys with this charm, it's more so an energy of like constant change. So like constantly adapting. And this is like, yeah, that goes kind of well with the cards here as well, because it's like you're constantly adapting but not stressing. Like the way sea glass is formed, I don't know if you guys want to like look up how this is, how sea glass is made or formed, but it's like the most effortless thing. Like it's amazing to me. Like I loved learning about that when I first learned about it. So you have the beauty charm. So this charm is about inner beauty as well as outer beauty. It's also about the kind of beauty that other people may not see, or maybe they see a different version of, and you guys did have the moon here and the 4 of pentacles. So I'm getting that not everyone sees the same beauty that either you may see in yourself or that you learn about or that we talked about in this video. Like people may see a different version of you. Like they don't see all of your beauty. Let's see. So you guys have the Bishop. I feel really confident about saying that, but because I don't play chess, well, I don't anymore. I used to like years ago. I always get this one confused with the Rook, but I am going to look up which one is which because my memory apparently does not contain that information. Aha, so this is the Bishop. Okay. So, the Bishop is a piece that moves um diagonally across the chessboard, so it's not straight front or back or side to side. It only moves diagonally. So what that means is you guys, I feel like you will find like such creative ways to get around things, and because you're not so like kind of straightforward minded, it comes as an advantage to you that you can just go like this, like around a problem, and not have to really worry about whatever it is in the middle here that was the problem. You could just go like this easily, and it's not. I feel like if you were, I feel like a lot of people have the opposite problem where they feel the need to have really direct, to the point, and accurate ways of getting around the problem, and you guys can just kind of zigzag your way out of there, not even knowing what the next step is sometimes, just like knowing that you're finding your way out. Okay, so, oh, you guys got the sun again. So you guys got the moon once and the sun twice. So you got the sun here, the moon here, and the sun again. So solar energy is masculine energy. It also corresponds with the sign of Leo. It's a very, it symbolizes fortune, and it also symbolizes like growth. Let's see. And again, more masculine qualities. So I feel like you guys have chill guy energy is like what I'm getting here. Like a lot of people that chose this pile are going to be masculines, or they just have that energy where they're that guy that's always chilling. Like they're never really stressed about anything. So we have this tea message, and it says something special is brewing. So I love this for you guys because as a result of your mind just not taking in that much stress and not retaining it and being able to figure out a creative way to get around something, there's something good coming in for you. And I feel like this is something that you don't know, like you won't know exactly that it's coming. Like you may have an inkling, but you're not gonna know for sure because again, you don't really stress about stuff like that. But something good. I feel like this could be something that you have been working on as well. So thank you, Pile 1, for letting me read for you. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know how I did. Hit subscribe if you are not subscribed already. And if you would like more readings from me, you can catch me on Instagram, Tumblr, TikTok, and Reddit. And if you would like a personal reading from me, that information is going to be in the description box below. So I will see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose this leaf and the Tarot Nefertari, then this is your reading. So, Pile 2. What are your natural advantages? I'm just going to move this a little further out. So you have the Chariot. Knight of Swords. You could be a go-getter or have just a lot of ideas. Get 2 movement cards. The Ace of Swords, yeah, more into those ideas. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. How to... You have the World. Wow. I feel like you guys are big thinkers. And I feel like when you guys do something, like when you say you're going to do it, you do it. And people actually really respect that about you guys. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands, and then the back of the deck energy is the Knight of Pentacles. All right. So for you guys, I'm already getting that you are go-getters, you are trend starters, you guys know, you guys have the wherewithal and the mind to do something, and then just without hesitation you do it. Like, it's not something, you don't need anyone's permission, you don't need to wait on anything, you just do it. So this is your natural advantage, Paltu, that you don't need, that you have kind of like the energy and the wherewithal to get things done without necessarily having support. But with this Nine of Wands here, you could also be tired out because of that, or maybe other people lean on you too much, and that tires you out, because the Nine of Wands is all about like that last stretch. Like, you're a wounded warrior, you only have like a little bit of ways to go before you're done with the mission type of thing. And you guys could be in this state a lot, especially if you don't have support. Like, if you don't have people that are like you, either energy wise or mentally. Let's see. And your back of the deck energy is another Knight. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, so some of you, so I got it. So it's not, so you could have these very kind of fast and kind of energetic ideas, but you may not be able to get them off the floor very quickly. I'm getting that some of you may have, it's almost like you come across like a barrier or something, which kind of makes you slow down a bit. So this, some of this is like dreamer energy, but not fully, because dreamer energy kind of refers to someone who has a lot of dreams and wishes, but the dreamer typically doesn't, like, they're pretty much always dreaming, so they don't actually go forth and put those energies out there. Like, they don't actually do those things, even though they may seem really dedicated to those ideas. But you guys, on the other hand, you have that extra step. You have the power to actually start doing whatever it is that you have plans about, what you dream about. You have the World here. So I feel like you guys could like have connections with other people, or like other people depend on you, but there's something like, or maybe your ideas are just like concern the world, and you have like these ideas that will really help people or really change something. Like, you guys have that kind of grand scale mindset about you. And you have 2 aces here as well, the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So again, with that contrast between the Swords and the Pentacles, with the Knights here, the Ace of Swords is about a new idea, starting something new. It could also be like the destruction of an old idea and then a new one coming in as well. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's the same thing, except something in the 3D, something physical. So this is the idea, this is actually starting the idea. The planning is in this stage, and actual gathering of tools, actually like the building, like the using your hands, is in this stage. So I feel like you guys, this could help other people as well. So if you're not the person to necessarily take this plan to the end, you could be very good in helping other people or other organizations get to that point. Yeah, especially with the Chariot here. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you, because that was the first card out, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have some sort of job where your job is to is to fix things, like you're a consultant, like your job is to point out how to make things better. But you may not be able to take that idea and run with it. Let's see. For your oracle cards, you have I am willing to put in the work for my future. This is Floyd Mayweather Jr. Worry about going out there and making your own legacy. Wow, so you guys could really be like, that could be your mindset, just making a name for yourself, trying to make sure that you have good ideas, like ideas that can bear fruit. I feel like that's really important for some of you. For pile 2, you also have unique power. My uniqueness separates me from the monotony of others, and I find great joy in this. Blending in is no longer in my vocabulary. I will shine like the moon and stars over everyone I meet. I will never again let others diminish my light. Yes, okay, pile 2. So, yeah, this could be new to you. I'm really getting the energy of someone whose ideas and whose voice matters. Like, I don't know if you made it matter, like you just like kind of push the like you kind of push the boundaries in a way, and like now your voice matters. But there's something unique about you. There's something unique in the way that you approach the world, you approach your job, you approach your everyday life. That is your greatest advantage. Like, this is something that other people don't have in abundance, whereas you do have it in abundance. And you're sharing it again, right? So that's right under the world. So yeah, I didn't place that there purposefully. I just kind of placed these cards where I feel like they need to go. Well, not the tarot, because they kind of go in order, but the oracle cards. So yeah, you guys, like, whatever it is that you do, or whatever like ideas that you have, they don't just affect you, they affect other people. Like, there's a grand scale effect with you guys. So you also have, I know that nothing bad lasts forever. Even when my emotions tell me otherwise, I am never stuck. Yes. So I feel like you guys, you don't need that reminder, because you have so many ideas. Like, there are so many ways for you to get from A to B that you, like, there's literally just no room for that kind of thought, for, or even if it's there, it doesn't last very long, because your mind will kind of push that out of the way and say, like, okay, here's a new idea, like here's a new way to approach that, and this is how you can start working on it. So that is, oh my gosh, that is so interesting, Paul, too, to have that natural advantage and not need, I feel like you guys don't really need support. Not that you don't have it, or that it's not nice to have, but I feel like you're just not one of the people that kind of naturally need cheerleaders or that kind of thing. Like, you could just do it on your own. You guys, like, this could be fire energy. The first card out was the Chariot, so it could be Cancer energy as well. So you also have emotional health. I trust myself to act when the energy moves me. Okay, so some of you, so I'm getting more of the dreamer energy, but there's a trust with that. It's more so, it's not just dreaming, but it's also kind of letting yourself know that, like, okay, I don't have to do everything all at once. There's an opportunity for this, there's an opportunity for this. And for some of you, it's gonna be different for all of you that chose this pile. Some of you have more luck with that than others. So I'm getting that some of you are going to be like, you'll have this idea in your back pocket for, like, I don't know, a month, and it turns out you could have used it in the second week of that month, but you were holding off, like, oh, maybe, excuse me, I should wait more. So for some of you, you're more in tune with your intuition, where you can know during that second week, like, yes, this is, I've come prepared for that. And others of you are a bit kind of restrained in that, like, you hold back a bit more. So wow. Also, this is kind of like a small message for you guys. If you're like emotionally stuck in something, or you're just like kind of, well, not stuck, but you're purposefully taking time out to heal, you, because of these ideas that come to you, because of this energy that you have, this kind of like renewal energy almost, you don't stay there for long. You heal how and when you need to heal, and then you keep moving forward, knowing that healing doesn't need to be 100% before you can move on and before you can take the next step. Let's get you guys some oracle cards. Well, oracle cards. These are the runes. And some letters. And numbers. And charms. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. So I don't look in here as I shuffle around and get you guys some charms. I just shuffle however many times and then I take out some charms. Okay, so here I go. Okay, starting off with your rune. There you go. So you guys have Uruz. This is a rune that represents the ox. So that's untamed strength. It is also about potential as well as speed and yeah, just physical strength. Which I feel like you guys could be morning people. Like that just came out of nowhere, but for some of you, you definitely are. So for your letters, we have M-O, S as in Samuel, and F. Okay, and you also have for your numbers the number 1 as well as the number 11. Lots of ones. Lots of ones. You got the 2 aces, 1, 11. That number may be significant to you guys. Let's see here. Oh, you also have J for your letters. Oh, you guys can see that. There you go. J. Okay, and you guys got the message in a bottle charm. So this is about receiving messages. Again, so 111 can also be like confirmation for some of you, but this message in a bottle is about listening to the messages that you receive. So if something resonated in this reading and like you didn't think about it before, or like you were doubting yourself, nope, that's confirmation. Take the confirmations as the universe gives them to you, because especially if it's what you asked for and you just have trouble receiving them, make sure that you receive them, because that's what they're there for. So you have the green sea glass. So the last pile got this as well. So sea glass represents transformation, and the color green represents the heart chakra, but it also represents earth energy. So yeah, I feel like you guys are just constantly rolling with it. Like there's always something new going on. There's always some kind of transformation. There's always like a next form. Like this isn't even my final form. That joke just came up. Dragon Ball Z joke. But yeah, I feel like for you guys, it's never even your final form. Like there's always something brewing. There's always something on the horizon. So you guys also have the red bell. So the bells for me, I love, if you've been, on this channel before, the bells for me represent belief. And you guys got the color red, which represents fire energy, lust, love, passion. And it can also correspond with the root chakra, which is earth energy as well. So for you guys, I'm getting there's a lot of like movement and like fiery energy with you guys. You guys could have a lot of passions. Like you definitely have a lot of things that you think about creatively. And I feel like you guys just have that belief in yourself. Like there's no shortage of belief in your ideas, in that like starter energy in you. It's like it's very useful, pal too. I hope you know that. I hope you know that this is an advantage, not just because of the fact that a lot of people are just like tired nowadays and they just like don't have this kind of energy, but it's an advantage because you can use it literally in every situation, in every walk path of life. Like it's always going to be useful to you. So I hope you guys remember that. So thank you so much for letting me read for you, pal 2. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know how I did. Hit subscribe if you are not subscribed already. And if you would like more readings from me, you can catch me on TikTok, Tumblr, Reddit, and Instagram. Also, if you would like a personal reading from me, that information is going to be in the description box below. So I will see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the Star Spinner Tarot as well as the Eiffel Tower, then this is your reading. So if you saw the pre-shuffle, you know that this pile was doing the absolute most. Like, you guys, they have the most oracle cards out of all the piles. But what are your natural advantages? You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords in reverse. No, that one fell. Okay, let me get that one after I finish shuffling here. Sorry about that, guys. The whole camera shifted. Okay, so that last one was the Three of Cups. So let's see, pile 3, your natural disadvantages. You have the Empress. You have the Seven of Cups as well as the Lovers. You have the Eight of Cups. Okay, back of the deck energy is the Lovers again. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta explain why I'm so happy. 1 second. Okay, so pile 3. So this deck has, I believe, 4 Lovers cards. And sometimes at the beginning of the reading, I'll like let people know, like, hey, by the way, this, if you get more than 1 Lovers card, that's because this card has like 4 of them. But they usually don't come out. Like, I can't remember the last time 2 or more Lovers came out with this deck. And for you guys, 2 came out. So I'm just like, yay, it happened. Okay, so what are your natural advantages, pile 3? You guys are I feel like you guys are very purposeful, and you actually get far when it comes to like the things that you do in the 3D. So what I mean by that is you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Empress, you have the the Eight of Cups, and you also have 2 Lovers cards and the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you guys, not only do you kind of know what you want, like with the Two of Swords in reverse here, that's not indecision, that's more knowing, like there's more of a assertion with that. You know what you want and you go for it. And this could have, with these 3, you know, the Ace of Cups, and these 2 Lovers cards. Let me show you guys these cards. Yeah, this could very well have to do with romantic relationships, or it could be platonic as well, but I feel like for a lot of you it's going to be romantic. So your natural advantage is you know what you want and you go for it. So if you know you want someone, like, you'll put a ring on it. It's like that kind of thing. And you also know, if you're the person who's expecting a ring to be put on their finger, you know that. Like, you don't lie to yourself about that. You know and believe 100% that you are the Empress. No one needs to tell you that. You don't need, like, you already know. And the people around you know as well. Like, I feel like the things that you guys do, or the way you hold yourself up, it shows who you are, essentially. So your greatest advantage is that you're you'll walk away from something if it doesn't suit you. Like if it's not for you, you'll walk away. You'll also imagine like very like you'll imagine good things happening to you. You could be the kind of person that's more spacey, like they're you're more in your head, or head in the clouds type of person. But I feel like you attract good things to you because of how you hold yourself up, and because you're not like, I don't feel like you guys are like in typically like a rush type energy. Like I feel like you guys are just peaceful. Like your day to day is to not be stressed, to be peaceful. When it's time for you to give love to yourself, you give love to yourself. When it's time for you to like spread out, like be in community with other people, you do that as well. When it's time for you to just be in your head, and this could be, so the Seven of Cups talks about like the good and the bad of being all up in your head, but I feel like for you guys it's equal. Like you may imagine something bad happening to you, but you also imagine something great happening. Like you imagine the love of your life just walking into your life, or the love of your life proposing to you. Yeah, you guys have a like kind of receiving energy about you, where you are ready for the things that you know you deserve. You are ready for the things that you know you want. And that is excellent, Pile 3, because not everyone can get into that energy and stay in there. So that is very, very, very important. That is amazing. Let's see what your oracle cards have to add. Again, you guys had like a lot of oracle cards. So this one says, I believe in my dreams and my ability to achieve them. What was I just saying? What? Okay. So this is 50 cents. Behind me is infinity. I'm sorry, no. Behind me is infinite power. Before me is endless possibility. Around me is boundless opportunity. My strength is mental, physical, and spiritual. So yeah, I feel like you guys you're not bound by whatever happened to your past. You're not bound by the things that are going on around you. You are just unapologetically and simply you all the time. And that is your natural advantage. That is something that, if it wasn't always natural to you, it's natural to you now. But I feel like a version of this always existed within you, even if you weren't able to take as much advantage of it as you are now. So let's see. You also have I am a good person. Chadwick Boseman. Oh, now I'm sad because he passed away. The only difference between a hero and the villain is that the villain chooses to use that power in a way that is selfish and hurts other people. So you guys, okay, so for pile 3, I feel like that's a message that you guys, your choices matter, and I feel like you guys already know that, but it's more so a reminder that every thought matters as well. So when you choose to purposefully go after something, you have to choose to believe it 100% and not stress about it. When you choose to do something, like when you choose to do something for yourself, you need to know that that's the best thing to do. Like you need to believe that and then let it go. And for some of you, if there's something that comes up and it's something that could be perceived as negative, after that you have to be able to let it go. That's important, pile 3. So you also have I have a focused and disciplined mind. Michael Jordan. Oh wow, imagine if that said Michael B. Jordan and we got it right next to Chadwick. Okay. But it says sometimes things may not go your way, but the effort should be there every single night. Yes. I wonder if Michael B. Jordan is in this deck actually. He better be. Little tangent. Back on subject, you guys also have I know that sitting in silence is the surest way to hear my intuition speak. I am listening. So yeah, that could be how some of you got this far. I feel like you were not always good at being in this energy. You weren't always good at being able to address yourself as queen, king, and you weren't always able to listen to your intuition and just kind of chill out in this way. Also, side note, one of your lovers cards is two guys, so you guys could be gay if you're watching this, and the other one, I know that this is, I'm 90% certain that this is a man and a woman. But it actually looks like it could be two women. So you could be lesbian as well. You could be bi. I feel like this is one of those times where, because this doesn't normally happen when I do readings, but it's like whatever your sexuality is, you're represented here. Not just in these two cards, but in your cards. Even like asexual, like everybody, you are represented here. I don't know where that was just something that came out that you guys needed to hear. Okay, so we also have, I know that incredible things happen when I surround myself with supportive people. I am loved. So pile 3, I don't know if you have access, like if you're already able to surround yourself with good people, but while you're kind of searching for your tribe and like searching for your friends, I would just like to point out that sitting in nature is also a good way to kind of feel less stressed, and also of course to listen to your intuition. But I just like the juxtaposition of these cards, like how this person is surrounded by hands and that represents support and like nurturing, caring energy, and this person is also in the exact same pose but surrounded by nature and the stars. So I just wanted to put that out there. Getting into nature is good as well, and you know, you can do both. I feel like for a lot of people, if they don't have something, they kind of get stuck on that, and it's hard for them to do like the simple things. So if like you've been looking for a friend group for a while and you haven't been able to find it, you may need a reminder like, hey, go outside, drink some water, take care of yourself in this way. So you also have water cycle. Like the earth, I am made of water flowing through my veins, just like the rain that falls down only to be carried back up. My body too is a cycle. Every sip revitalizes me and brings me a sense of gratefulness. So I was just talking about water, so I don't know if you guys want to take a sip of water, just pause, or if it's right there next to you, just take a sip real quick. That reminder was there for you. It's also a reminder that you are constantly revitalizing yourself. So wherever you are now, if you're not where you want to be 100%, like if you're just not quite where you want to be, that's okay, because tomorrow is a new day. You can start again. Really, you don't have to wait till tomorrow. You can start today. But for some people, they use might as well use the symbolism and the actual refreshness of waking up to your advantage. So you guys have relationships. Isn't that what? Hang on. I surround myself with authentic and loving people who share my journey of personal growth and awakening. That's essentially what this card says. So, wow, love that, Paul 3. I thought it was gonna say something that reminded me of like these cards, but no, it's just about surrounding yourself with good people. So for some of you, this could be your significant other, your wife, your husband. For some of you, it's just going to be good friends. For some of you, it's just going to be people you meet on the internet that like have the same energy as you, and they're really supportive. And they're just really loving. Also, I don't know who needs to hear this, but making friends online, I feel like there's almost like a stigma about that those are not real friends because you don't see them in the real world. That's not true. A lot of people have made lifelong friends over the internet. Like I am one of them. So yeah, don't be afraid to, like, if you're vibing with someone online, and of course be careful, and I would not advise this for people in the romantic sense because I've just heard like way too many horror stories, but just in general, if we're talking about friends, then I would say that it's okay to like meet up with them if you want to, if you both are open to it. just to hang out, like in a public place, get to know each other, exchange phone numbers. Well, obviously you can do that beforehand, but yeah, don't be afraid of opening yourself up in that way if support is something that you need but you do not currently have. So you also have emotional health, and it says, I love my sense of humor. I find ways to be funny and delightful every day. Yeah, I can definitely see that for you, Pile 3. So yeah, these messages, like the fact that you guys, I feel like you guys are very good at going through the everyday life, even though sometimes it doesn't feel that way. You know how to do it. If anything, I feel like implementing it could be difficult for some of you. But you do have that knowledge, like that know-how of like what you are worthy of, and if something isn't for you, you just walk away from it. It's very telling that these two cards are right next to each other, the Empress and the Eight of Cups. In most decks, well, of course, with the Empress is a woman in probably all tarot decks, but the Eight of Cups depicts a woman walking away from essentially something bad that happens to her, and she's leaving that behind. So yeah, take that as it resonates. It's not going to apply to all of you, but yeah, let's get into your charms. We're going to start off with the runes. Okay, and some letters. And numbers. And last but not least, some charms. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. So I don't look in here as I shuffle around to get you guys some charms. I just shuffle until I feel like it's time to take out some charms. Sorry guys, I got a phone call right as I was trying to do the charms. So let's start again. I didn't get any charms out. Okay, and here I go. Okay, this one fell. Okay, so for your rune, there you go. So you have Jera. So this is a rune about prosperity, kind of like New Year energy, fruitfulness, and harvest. For your letter, you have letters. Let's see, looks like you have 6 of them. Okay, so you have J, M, A. And you also have G, Y, and S. Oh. Try to pick it up this way. Okay, and for your numbers, you have 5 and 9. So for your charms, you have one dreamed of becoming somebody, another remained awake and became. Pile 3, you guys are amazing. I love this reading for you guys. Okay, so you also have the red and silver bells. So the bells to me represent belief, and you guys have the red, which represents it represents fire energy, love, passion, lust, and it also corresponds with the root chakra. So that's earth energy. And then, of course, silver represents lunar energy. So that's feminine energy and water. So yeah, I feel like that's a good, like, I feel like that mix for you guys is always in you. Like, you always have a good mix of like feminine, um, I almost wanted to say feminine prosperity, but it's more so feminine authority. Like, you know who you are. Oh my gosh. In the first Black Panther movie, that was a very important question in the movie. Who are you? You guys know who you are. I love you, Pal 3. So you guys have the yellow car. So the cars are about fast movement, and the color yellow is associated with brightness, solar energy, but also childlike energy. So for some of you, it's more like you're not really serious about it. It's more like a foundational thing. Like, who are you? Like, it's you even could have like this like childlike way about it where you know the answer to that question, but you don't take it too seriously, as in like, you don't, if someone disagrees with you or anything like that, you don't feel compelled to prove them wrong because that's not who you are. Oh, I love that. Okay, last but not least, you have this tiger's eye crystal, which, yeah, you probably see it better in the light like that. So tiger's eye corresponds with the solar plexus chakra. It's about energy, prosperity. Well, I guess prosperity in the sense of like doing and like going out to get the things that you want, do the things that you need to do. It is also good for protection as well. Um, Again, it's like it gives you that attitude, like the way you hold yourself. That's what I think of when it comes to tiger's eye, when it comes to protection. Um, but yeah, that is all I have for you, Pal 3. If you like this reading, please give it. It's like I kind of tumbled over my words there. But if you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know how I did. Hit subscribe if you are not subscribed already. And if you would like more readings from me, you can catch me on Tumblr, Reddit, TikTok, and Instagram. And I will see you guys soon. Oh, no, one more thing. If you would like a personal reading from me, that information is going to be in the description box. And I will see you guys soon in another reading. Bye. Hi, Pal 4. If you chose the Spirit Song Tarot as well as this little blue house, then this is your reading. So, what are your natural advantages, Pal 4? You have the Seven of Cups. And it says choice and ambitions. King of Cups, harmony and integrity. Temperance, balance and harmony. Oh, that's harmony twice. The Shadow, which is the devil, self-empowerment, and ambition. You have the Six of Swords in reverse, which says transition and insight. The Magician, willpower and creation. Okay, on the back of the deck energy is the King of Feathers, which is King of Swords, logic and justice. Okay, Pile 4. By the way, you guys may be the only other pile that had more oracle cards than pile 3. But, so for your natural advantages, I feel like you guys have a good handle on, like, your your peace essentially. So like if you notice something's going on with you, I feel like you guys are the kind of people to not make a big deal out of like taking time out to solve it. It's just something that you can do. It's a part of keeping your peace because you have the shadow here, which is all about the things that hold you back. And it's about the things that kind of creep up on you in terms of your shadow, essentially. But then you have these two cards that talk about harmony. Now, the King of Cups is a person who is very, they are in tune with their emotions, but they also know how to kind of handle it and deal with it. So they're not all about emotions. It's not like Queen of Cups energy where she is very intuitive and very caring and nurturing. The King of Cups is more so, how do I take that and how do I do something with it? How do I apply that to my everyday life? So that's what you guys are. That's a part of your natural advantage because you're able to apply whatever it is you have going on inside or something that you need, something that you know needs to be changed. You're able to apply that in your life however it applies. You also have Temperance. This is about balance. The Seven of Cups represents like all the things that you imagine, all the things that are in your head essentially, all the things that you can daydream about. And I feel like for you guys, especially because that was the first card out, that represents the things that you have going on, good or bad. You could engage in maladaptive daydreaming from time to time, but whatever it is you have going on in your head, you're the type of person to analyze that, to ask yourself, okay, how do I deal with that? And that is powerful, powerful. With the Six of Cups, I feel like, I'm sorry, the Six of Swords in reverse. I feel like the only downside, and this will apply for some of you, is that because, or I guess you could say until you solve the problem, you may feel stuck. But the fact that you're addressing the problem is actually really great because even though you may feel the need to kind of be in that energy a while longer to try to figure out where this came from, how do I stop this from the future, like how do I truly feel about this today, it's okay to stay in that energy, but you guys may feel that it's that you're stuck, whereas it's like, no, you're not stuck, you're just dealing with the problem at hand. And then you also have the Magician here. The Magician is of course about creation. It's about bringing whatever it is that you have into reality, essentially. And I feel like you guys are really good with that because you're really good with working on your shadow. You're really good on getting that inner work out of the way. And then, of course, back of deck energy, you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is highly logical. They are very matter of fact. It's like, oh, this is going on. I need to solve this. I need to attack, or I not like attack this problem essentially. Like that's the energy that I get from the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very much matter of fact, like, okay, this is happening, so I need to do this. So the fact that you have the King of Swords and the King of Cups, that's actually a really good combination because you can't really, and it's kings as well, so that means you have a good balance of your emotion and your logic, but you're moving more towards, you're actually slightly more in a masculine energy. And this is to your advantage because I feel like for the people that chose this pile, if you were more in the feminine energy, then you would be more likely to be stuck there or just stay in that space where you're like figuring things out longer than necessary and possibly repeating cycles. So let's see. Let's see what your oracle cards have to add. So you have, I will not let failure stop me from my goals. This is Tupac Shakur. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside while still alive. Never surrender. Powerful. Powerful. You guys are, yeah. You guys know what it's like to live while not feeling alive. And that's how you got to this point of being able to discern, like, okay, no, this needs to be taken care of now. I'm not going to live with it like this. So that is very powerful, Pile 4. This is a great advantage to have, because it means that no matter what's going on around you, you won't be truly stuck, even though it may feel that way, because, whatever it is that's the problem at hand, it may run deep, but you will never be truly stuck. You will always be evolving. You have I love myself. Lewis Hamilton. You just need to be accepted for who you are and be proud of who you are, and that is what I'm trying to do. So yeah, some of you may have difficulty just kind of accepting that you are where you are, and that you're not further. So that can be very distracting and debilitating when you feel like you should be further, either because you've been someplace for a long time, or perhaps you're looking at other people and they look like they're further ahead of you, despite the fact that you couldn't possibly know what it is that they're going through, or if it's even comparable to whatever it is you're going through. Despite the fact that you can never have that information, sometimes we kind of get stuck like that. So I feel like you guys, this is just another message to remember to be aware of and to honor where you are, in such a way where it's not something that you need to be ashamed of or feel like you are less than because of where you are. You also have, I know that my purpose is far greater than just working and paying bills. I am more than my career. So yeah, I can definitely get that for you guys, Pile 4. So some of you, a part of the inner musings that you have can be that you want more in this life, that you don't want to be just here existing. You want to live, you want to experience all the good things. And that was a part of what you had to go through in your shadow work, because even though everyone has like that little inkling, like I don't think that's necessarily a revelation for everyone, but the kind of aha moment of this specifically is how I feel and what you're willing to do about that, that's going to be different for everyone. And for you guys, a part of your natural advantage is knowing that you are meant for greater things. So you have strength in food. This may be my pile. Just because food provides me with the strength to move through each day. I listen to my body and what it wants and needs, and those signals are ever changing. Feeding my body is a powerful connection with nature. So yeah, I don't know which pile I have not chosen my pile yet. But this may very well be my pile, because as soon as I read strength in food, I was just like, yep, because I freaking, yeah, it's really important to me, and sometimes I'll get so caught up in work that I will forget to eat. Very bad, don't ever do that, but that's something that happens to me from time to time. And once I get like good food, like if I cook my own food, that is just amazing. So if you were thinking about cooking your own food, getting a cookbook, anything like that, do it. This is your green light to get some good food in you, and to also to step out in nature as well. Not only eat good food, but good as in healthy food, but to step out in nature if that's not something that you get to do a whole lot, because that's going to be really helpful. You have beauty. Seeking approval or gazes from others is not important. I seek to define myself in full and not just by my appearance. My beauty is most prominent when I'm living a carefree and happy life, unconcerned with others' approval. Yes! Oh, Pile 4. You are amazing, Pile 4. I just love that for you. So, because a lot of you who chose Pile 4, you already know this stuff. Like, you've already been embodying it. It's not anything new to you. The whole, like, the shadow work, the realizing these things about yourself, none of this is new to you, and I am so proud of you. I don't know if you have people telling you that they are proud of you, but I am so proud of you, Pile 4. This is amazing. You have letting go. I choose to be free and will fly towards positive relationships, words, and actions. Fly towards positive relationships. Words and actions will no longer make me feel lesser than what I truly am, a gift to this world. I choose to embody light and let go. Yes! Oh my gosh, Pile 4. And then right under the 6 of Swords too. So I don't like for the oracle cards, I just kind of place them where they seem like they should go, not because of the cards around them, but just because of like how it feels like they should go in certain places. So that's kind of amazing. Yeah, you guys are, because of all the shadow work, all the inner work, could be inner child healing as well. Because of all that work, you kind of have this integrity about you where if something's not for you, you just let it go. Like you want that harmony, you want um, that kind of almost like a balance of like the physical and the mental or spiritual of the things that are good for you. Let's see. You also have money magnet. With the power of determination, I attract profitable opportunities. Money and I pull towards each other like clicking magnets. The universe acknowledges my dedication, and so the universe rewards me with fruitful bounty. Mm-hmm. Claim it, pile 4. Claim that you are a money magnet. You really should be claiming like the things that you want and that resonate with you. Like, and I feel like a lot of you already know this, but for some of you, you can get kind of distracted. So I just want to remind you, claim anything you come across that you want, that aligns with you. And by aligns with you, it means that it makes you feel good. It makes you feel whole, peaceful. It makes you feel alive. So you have relationships. I honor and protect my sensitivity. Mm-hmm. Pile 4, you are already very good at knowing what it is that you are sensitive to, what you need to be around, what you need to not be around. Honor that if you do not already. You do not need to put up with anything that makes you feel bad. Even if maybe in the past you did, or maybe the people around you are dealing with it. Nope, that's not for you, pile 4. So you have another relationships card. I am a respectful, loving person who cares deeply about how I treat others. People feel safe around me. So yeah, I feel like people look at you and they can be inspired by you because of like how you hold yourself up, or because of just what you do. So if you're in an energy of not being bothered, then I feel like you inspire others and they feel safe to do the same thing. I feel like you also have the kind of personality that people just feel like they can open up to you. Like they feel like you're not going to do them unjustly or anything like that. Like they have that knowledge about you when they're around you or when they look at you. So let's get you some not oracle. I keep saying that whenever I like reach for these things, but runes, and then the other charms as well. Let's see. And here are some letters. And some numbers. And these are the charms. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. So I just shuffle. I don't look in here as I just shuffle around and get some charms. I just keep shuffling until I feel like it's time to take out several handfuls. So here I go. One more. Okay, now for your rune, you guys have Nathis. So Nathis is about, I kind of think of it as like breaking the ice, like breaking through, like if you're below the ice and you're like punching out. I don't know why I have such a dramatic vision or visualization when it comes to this rune, but this rune is about self-reliance and survival, as well as needs and your endurance. So for your letters, you have N, T, A, J, and G. For your numbers, you have the number 8. So, okay, this is kind of a funny story with this. So, the little charm, or what do you call it? The little trinket that I was going to use for pile 4 was going to be the symbol 8. Not the symbol 8, the infinity symbol. And yep, and here it is right here. You guys have it. Oh, I love that. I love it when stuff like that happens. So this was, I had a little trinket just like this, and I was going to use that for how you would pick, a part of this pile for pile 4. And at the last minute I changed it and I wanted to do the blue house instead. And then you guys got the infinity symbol anyway, and you got the number 8. So that's amazing. I love when stuff like that happens. Okay, so you also have 2 cards, the blue and the green. So the blue, the cards represents fast movement, but the blue, or the color blue, represents peace. It also represents knowledge and professionalism. It could also represent royalty as well. And it also corresponds with the throat chakra and water energy. So the color green corresponds with the heart chakra, and green corresponds with earth energy, so that's earth energy as well. And also abundance, wealth, and good luck. So let's see, you got a lot of T notes here. We're going to start off with, let me see. Okay, so your first one says, never regret your mistakes. Admire the courage it took to attempt the unknown. Your strength is shared when you are present with others. And let the opportunities come to you. So for some of you, a part of how you kind of get the most out of your advantage is to, and for some of you this is going to take a certain level of courage or bravery, but to share yourself with others, to let them be a part of. Was there another card in here talking about that? Okay, I may be thinking about another pile, but make sure that you are allowing yourself access to other people and things, even though that could be kind of scary. Let's see. So you have, let's see, you have both of these. Oh, there. So you have the Saturn symbol as well as Aquarius. So Aquarius energy is all about kind of like humanitarian energy. Like they're very kind, very knowledgeable people, very resourceful as well. Let me see. And Saturn energy, that's more Capricorn energy. By the way, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Saturn, that corresponds with Capricorn. So that's about, again, resourceful energy, very go-getter. Think like father archetype energy. Also, prosperity corresponds with Saturn and Capricorn as well. You have a fortune cookie message. One dreamed of becoming somebody, another remained awake and became. I love that for you guys. I think that also came out for pile 3. And last but not least, you have the New York charm. So especially with these two charms, are you guys moving? Are you guys going somewhere, like on a trip or something? Because you guys are the only pile that got 2 cars, and then you got this one, and you got the house too. So like, I don't know if you guys are moving or. Yeah, that's really interesting. So take that if it resonates. But that is all I have for you, pile 4. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know how I did. If you like more readings from this channel, hit subscribe if you are not subscribed already. And if you would like to see readings from me elsewhere, you can check me out on Instagram, Reddit, Tumblr, and TikTok. And if you would like personal readings from me, that information is going to be down below as well. So I will see you guys soon in another reading. Bye.